Hi, welcome to another episode of McAllen Parks Unplugged. My name is Ceci Vallejo and I am the Recreational Supervisor at Las Palmas Community Center. Today we will be doing a fall themed wreath, so please stay tuned so you can follow along with us. The supplies we will be using today are 4 colors of different ribbon, 6 pipe cleaners, a 14-inch wire wreath frame, and about 54 inches of 2 different colors of mesh. So our first step is we will be cutting those 6 pipe cleaners that we have into halves, and we're going to be arranging them throughout our wreath here. So let's go ahead and start doing that. We'll cut them in half and then we'll place them as we go through this. After cutting the pipe cleaners in half, we're going to get 6 of those halves and we are going to distribute them throughout the inner circle of our frame here. And you want to twist maybe about twice to make sure that they are secure. So 6 go on the inner circle. And again, you just want to make sure that they are secure on that frame, because these will be fastening our ribbons onto our wreath later on. Okay, so the first 6 are placed in the inner circle. The remaining 6 will be going on the very outer circle. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll fasten them around, just making sure that they are secure throughout the frame. So now that our 12 pipe cleaners are set on the frame, we're going to move on to using our mesh to decorate our wreath. So you're going to start off with a spool of mesh. If you have 2 colors, that's perfectly fine. You have one, that would be fine as well. For this example, we're going to use 2 fall colors. We have orange and yellow. I'm going to layer both of these strips of mesh. You want to cut about maybe 1.5 feet. Of maybe 3 to 4 strips of the mesh, so that way we can pack our wreath as we're working through it. So again, I'm going to layer both of these colors, and what we want to do is focus on the inner ring first of those pipe cleaners. So we're going to fasten and secure both of these pieces of mesh with the pipe cleaners that we had already placed on our wreath frame. So you want to twist maybe about once or twice to make sure that they're secure on them, and slowly move on to the next pipe cleaner on that wreath. As you go along, you want to leave maybe like a poof in the middle to give it more of that pop once the wreath is completed. So we'll go through all these inner 6 pipe cleaners first, and then we'll move on. So now that our inner ring is complete, we are going to move on to the outer ring where we fastened the pipe cleaners, and we're going to repeat the same steps with the mesh as we did for the inner circle. So if you have 2 different colors, again, I suggest that you match both colors together. If you just have one, it's completely fine. So we're going to go ahead and start fastening them to the outer ring with the pipe cleaners on them. And again, you want to make sure that you leave a poof in between each time, so that it starts to take up space and cover that framing through the wire. So secure with a couple of twists, and we move on to the next one. So now that our wire wreath is secured and fastened with the mesh fabric, we're moving on to our 4 different colors of ribbon here. So what we want to do is cut 4 inches of each ribbon, and in total you want to get at least 12 pieces of it to make sure that you scatter them and place them throughout the 12 sections of pipe cleaners that we already have on the wreath. So what you want to do is make a stack of each of the 4 colors. We have pre-cut ours already, and so we have the 4 different colors here, and we create little bundles here. In total, again, you want 12 of these bundles of about 8 inches of each ribbon, and we're going to disperse them throughout the wreath here. So we're gonna go ahead and begin, and there should be still some leftover space on those pipe cleaners that you're gonna use to fasten those little bundles throughout. And again, you wanna fasten with like 1 or 2 twists here. This extra ribbon also will help to hide a little bit of that wire that might still be showing. So it's good to have these bundles there for extra decoration, and it gives it more of that pop to the wreath. Okay, we fasten that there. And so we're gonna go through all the 12 spaces here with the pipe cleaners to secure these ribbon bundles through them. So now that we fastened all 12 bundles of the ribbons, this is what our finished product will look like. I want to invite you to create this wreath at home and share with us at McAllenparks.net. Thank you so much for joining us today, and please stay tuned for our future videos.